A very good morning to you, children. Today we are going to start with your final term portion, and in this we are going to do sound, which is the sixth chapter of physics. Okay, now let us understand what sound is. Okay, sound is a form of energy. Like light, sound is a form of energy. Sound. From the very morning when you wake up, you hear the chirping of the birds. Yes. Then when you are out, you hear the honking of the buses and of the vehicles. It could be a car, it could be anything. Okay. You hear so many sounds, isn't it? So each sound that you hear has its own quality. All the sounds are same? No. Each and every sound is not same. Each sound has its own quality, and the sound helps us in identifying the source, isn't it? By hearing the sound, we can identify the source, and we actually don't need to see the source. When you hear the whistle of the train, do you actually need to see that the train is whistling? No. From the whistle of the train, you can make out that it is the sound of the train, isn't it? When you hear the chirping sound, you can make out that these are the birds. The source of the sound is the bird. Okay. I'm speaking to you and I'm communicating with you by what? By producing sounds. Okay, so sound is nothing but a form of energy which produces a sensation of hearing in our ears. Then how is sound produced? Isn't it? Sound is produced by vibration of the body or the particle. Okay, vibration. In the motion chapter, we had done vibrating motion, if you remember. Okay, what is vibratory motion? It is the motion of an object in which a part of the object moves to and fro or back and forth in a fixed position, isn't it? That was vibratory motion. Okay, the object used to move, like if this is the mean position, the to and fro movement of the object is the vibratory motion. You will say that oscillation is also to and fro movement. Okay, but then oscillation of the pendulum, if you have seen pendulum oscillating and this is the mean position, you can make out that this oscillation is a slow process, isn't it? It goes on slowly, but vibration is like this. Okay, it's too fast. This is vibration. I'm shaking this pencil so fast, so this is vibration, right? This is the difference between oscillation and vibration. Both definitions are same, but then vibration is fast and oscillation is slow. So sound is produced by a body when it vibrates. What happens? This vibrations, they travel through the air or any other medium, or the in which that vibration is in contact. Okay, and it can be heard by the person or the animal's ear. Okay, so when a body vibrates, it causes a disturbance in the surrounding medium. This disturbance, it travels through the air. The disturbance travels through the medium in the form of a wave, of a sound wave, and it reaches the ears of the listener. Okay, like light, sound also travels in the form of wave. Okay, like light, sound also travels in the form of wave called sound waves. Okay, you must be thinking that why the disturbance that is caused in the medium produces sound. When a body vibrates, what happens? It transfers the energy to the molecules of the surrounding medium. Okay, the molecules of the surrounding medium, when it receives this energy, it starts vibrating exactly in the way that the body was vibrating. Okay, and these vibrations, when it reaches our ears, they make our eardrum vibrate, and we can hear the sound. Okay, so sound travels in all the three mediums. It travels in a solid, it travels in a liquid, travels in gases even. Let us, with the help of this activity, understand that sound is produced by vibrating bodies. What you do is, you take a long ruler and place it on a table. Okay, you have taken a long ruler and you have placed it on a table in such a way that some part of the ruler is projecting out from the table, like 10 to 12 centimeters. It is projecting out of the table, and the other part which is on the table, you have to either fix it with the help of the nail, or you can place a heavy book, or you can place a brick on it which is heavy, and any heavy object you place on the other end of the ruler. Now what you do is, you press the projecting end, this projecting end, you press it down with your finger. What will happen? When you press it down, you will see that the ruler vibrates. Okay, when you press it down, you will see that the ruler will vibrate and it will produce sound. Okay, but when you put your finger and you bring the ruler to when it will stop vibrating, then you will see here no sound is being produced by the ruler. You can repeat it again, and when it starts vibrating, you'll hear the sound, and when the ruler stops vibrating, then no sound is produced. From this we can say that vibration produces sound. Okay, so sound is produced when bodies vibrate. Another example, you all must have seen drum, isn't it? Wait, you have a pic over here. Yes. This is a dholak and tabla, and you have a drum also. So if when you hit this membrane, when you hit the membrane of the tabla, you will hear the sound. Okay, after you beat the membrane of the tabla and you place your hand on it, you can feel the vibration on the membrane. Okay, when the sound stops, then no vibration, you will not feel any vibration over here. Okay, similarly, if you take a very simple example, you take a utensil, okay, and a spoon, and you hit the utensil with the spoon. You will hear the sound, but when you press the utensil, it stops vibrating, and then sound ceases. It stops. The sound is not heard. Okay, because the vibration stops. Mobile phone. You keep mobile phones in the vibrating mode, isn't it? And you place it inside the pocket. When you get a call, then if the sound of the mobile phone is off and it is put on the vibration mode, how do you know that you are getting the call? because of the vibration, the to and fro movement. The vibration causes what? It causes to and fro movement in the in the medium of the surrounding it, isn't it? So this vibration, from the vibration only you can make out that a call is coming. So sound is produced by vibration of the medium, and vibration is what? Vibration is the to and fro movement of an object or the particle. Like light, sound also needs a medium to propagate. Okay? Now to see vibration, you can do a very simple experiment at home. Take a glass tumbler, okay, like steel glass, fill it with water, take a spoon and hit the glass from outside. What will you see? Or any container also you can take. You take a bowl, fill it with water, then you hit the ball with a spoon. Okay, when you hit the ball with a spoon, you will see that there are ripples in the water, isn't it? These ripples in the water, from these ripples you can make out that there is vibration in the vessel. Okay, so sound is produced when there is vibration. Okay, so many examples I have given you. Now another source of sound is the musical instrument. This is a very common source of sound, isn't it? We have different types of instrument. We have wind instruments, percussion instruments, reed instruments, then string instruments we have. Okay, so each and every instrument, they produce sound. In the string instruments, what happens? When they produce sound, when the player, he plucks these strings, or it strikes the string, or if it is a violin, the string is rubbed, okay, with a bow. Okay, and they start vibrating. When they start vibrating, this box is a hollow space. Okay, this hollow space produces, when it vibrates, there is sound that is being produced. Okay, now these wind instruments, you see this is a hollow cylindrical type. Okay, and air, when you blow in air through it, the air that you blow, it's the molecules of the blown air, they strike the walls of this hollow pipe and sound is produced. Then when you play flute, you have holes in that, isn't it? And when you place your finger on the holes of the flute, different types of sound is being produced, right? Isn't it? So when you are to produce different types of sound, what you are doing? You are blocking the passage of the air that you have blown in. Okay, so in this way sound is being produced in a wind instrument. Okay, then you have reed instruments. In reed instruments, these instruments, they have what? Metal reeds, and when you blow in air into the reeds, it produces sound because of the vibration of the metal reeds. Clear? Then percussion, these percussion instruments, I explained you about the tabla and the drum or the dholak. When you hit the membrane starts vibrating and sound is produced. Another common source of sound is, it's a very important source of sound, is the human voice. In my next video, I'll be explaining you about the human voice.